Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Andy. The chairman of this occasion,
It is
our leader, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, the special guest of honor who gave a recorded statement, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, former Vice President, our leader, Waziri Adamawa Atiku Abubakar, the former President of the Senate, who so far is the only one with that record of doing it twice, 6th and 7th Senate, Senator David Mack, other former presiding officers of the National Assembly, the representative of the President of the Senate and Minority Leader of the Senate, Senator Abba Moro, the guest speaker who gave us a very, very insightful lecture, Professor Tahiru Jega, ably represented by his brother, Professor Tijani Bande, great leaders that are here, my dear wife, members of my family that are here, invited guests, members of the diplomatic corps, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a very, very worthwhile time well spent. I am finding it difficult to really find what to say in the midst of what I've seen and what has been pouring out in between last night through this morning up till this afternoon of goodwill and well wishes. I was asking myself whether all of this is really coming to me. That Aminu, that was 60 years, a toddler, roaming about the village of Tambuwal. But it's the reality of it. And I don't know how to thank all of you. My friend Ibrahim Matola and his wife had to fly in from Malawi. Our path crossed with Ibrahim Matola when we were both on ACP-EU mission, African, Caribbean, and Pacific and European Union Parliamentary Assembly in Brussels. And we remained friends till today. He had served as the immediate past Minister of Energy of Malawi and is still very active. I thank you, my brother and friend, and your wife for taking time to fly in and being here with us all through this event. My brother Emeka had said it all. It has never happened, but they have decided to make it happen. And indeed, it had happened with a very big bang. I never celebrated my birthday. My senior brothers are here, my sister is here, members of my family are here. Every effort by even my wife to celebrate birthday was turned down. But this time around, the master of the coup protein, Emeka Ehedoha, contracted some of my younger brothers that I can hardly say no to, led by Abdusamad Dasuki, to come and meet me and say, look, Oga, this time around, please, don't travel. I said, travel to where? They said, you normally travel around January. I said, yes, I do. And last year, I was in Saudi Arabia by this time, thanking God Almighty for all that He has done in my life. But they insisted that, look, please, let us do something to mark your 60th birthday. I said, well, something like what? I engaged them truly to define what it should be. Not a merry-making event, not something that will not resonate and rhyme with the realities of our current situation in Nigeria. And I'm indeed happy with the choice of the theme and the lecture for the colloquium. because it is all about the people of this country. It is all about good governance. It is not about me. It is not about merrymaking. It is about looking for a pathway for our country. Whether we like it or not, where we are today is unfortunate. This is not where we expected to be. Those who laid the foundation for this democracy, some alive, many of them are not living, even in their graves, are not happy with the current situation of Nigeria. Those living who believe in Nigeria, who are genuine about Nigeria, who are not selfish, cannot be happy with the current situation in Nigeria. The only way out of it is for all of us to agree that there is something fundamentally wrong with what we are doing and having as government in Nigeria today. Therefore, we must resolve to work together and bail out the country. Our country is in peril, and we are looking for salvation. And it's a collective process. It is not about partisanship. It is not about political parties alone. Yes, I agree with Dr. Bugaji that the political parties must put forward programs and come out with clear ideas of how to run the country. I do agree. But we must all be involved. Why? Because we are involved as citizens of this country. And we have nowhere to go to. And we have nowhere to run to. But we have to remain in Nigeria and make sure that we do the right thing for us to have the right leadership. Otherwise, what has been described by Pat Otomi will continue to be. People finding their way into the public offices and public spaces, and then making sure that they continue either to remain or to bring in those that are even worse than them into those offices. So it's a collective responsibility, and I, for one, especially with what my elder brother Peter Obi said, and so many leaders, and Vice President Atiku Abubakar said so, that a lot is being expected of me at this age, that I have passed the age of looking left, right, and center, even though I'm yet to get to you, Emeka. I know you are my senior, don't worry. But I have attained this age, and therefore, I must also recommit myself to what I had always believed in, even as a younger person. I may not be taking too much risk, even though I'm prepared to take some of these risks, but I recommit myself to working along with every Nigerian who believe in finding and enthroning good democratic governance for this country. I thank you very much. I thank every one of you who has been here and those who have sent in their goodwill messages, and particularly the planning committee, ably led by my brother Emeka Ihedioha, members of my family and everyone. I thank you so very much. May God Almighty continue to reward you abundantly. Rest assured that by His grace, I shall remain what I have been, and I shall remain Aminu Waziri Tambuwal. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Those again say me, the eyes have it. Please give them a round of applause one more time. Thank you very much. Without much ado and for brevity of time.